got a definite update for the Omarion Fizz and April saga. So Omarion officially announced a Millennium Tour 2020, which will feature such acts as Pretty Ricky, Soulja Boy, and it definitely excludes the other members of B2K. So I guess Omarion, in true Scorpio form, has decided that he wants to basically take the high road, and you can take the girl and I'ma fill my pockets. But I do kind of want to pick your brain a little bit as far as like with the whole bandmate getting with the other bandmates, baby mama. Like, I just feel like at the end of the day, that's just the ultimate deceit type thing. And do you feel like it's wrong that he excluded the other members of B2K out, or should he, have said, oh, just Fizz can't come, or like, what you think?
I think honestly, like, all right, I'm gonna hit like based on the first thing you said. So basically, I feel like with one of your like pretty much like one of your homies, it's pretty much like the person you start like a business with,
right?
Like a whole band with. Like that's something that's like sacred and special because y'all just built that.
Facts.
And for him to pretty much negate all that just for some,
right?
Like, bro, there's like 100 other females out there, 100 like 1,000 females out there, and you're like pretty much like you're kind of like a celebrity, and it's like
you could have anybody.
That's what I'm saying. You could have anybody else, but you want her, like, and she already had.
It makes him so unattractive. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like I'm not gonna lie. It's like seeing Fizz from like B2K to like now, like on Love and Hip Hop. You would think like, dang, like Fizz look good, and it's like, as his character is changing, it's like he's literally becoming ugly to me. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like people are really goofy. Like,
yeah.
But it goes to show, like, he caught her at a vulnerable moment, and she fell for the bait.
Like they always do. But I feel like on that second note, like, and this is me coming from like a coach's standpoint.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like we win as a team, we lose as a team. Like when you train it and like one person does something bad, it's like I'm not gonna punish that one person. I'm gonna punish all of y'all. So it's like there's no fault for him excluding like the rest of the band.
Yeah.
Because you never know. Like the rest of the band could have been like, bro, like I wanted to hit too, but it's like, dude, Fizz had the, but it's like, I mean, I can see both sides where it's like you can just exclude one, but it's like if you just exclude that one, it's gonna make it seem more personal.
Right.
And to me, that's just giving him power.
And
like,
this is giving him the power to make an actual just straight up business.
You know what I mean? And it's like if you just exclude everybody, it's like it's not personal. It's not just one person. It's just I'm just branching out myself.
Right. So basically, as far as with the NFL, Lamar Jackson.
Oh my God, Lamar Jackson has been looking so good. Like, he's my MVP for this year. What about
Facts. You? I have to give it to Lamar. Like, he has
outstanding. I hate how people be like, oh, he's just a running quarterback. It's not a running quarterback's league. He's gonna get hurt. He needs to stay in the pocket. But it's like at the same time, he just playing his game.
There we
go.
He
like AI right now. He just doing what he can just to win. It's like he's using what the man upstairs gave him to the best of his abilities, and he did maximize his throwing. Well, not maximize, but he's improved in throwing. So he's not just running it; he's throwing it short, a little bit long. But it's like as long as he's getting W's, that's the only thing that matters.
And I mean, honestly, it's like one of those things that goes back to, like, when you look up the definition of, like, what a quarterback is, it says that he's the leader of offense. And at the end of the day, his number one goal and job and role within the team is to score as many points as possible. So it's kind of one of those things. Yeah, it's like, you going to get mad at the man he eating? Like, come on,
and
bro.
I think the most important thing for him and the team is the locker room. It's how the other players see him. And I
feel like they admire him a lot.
Yeah, I think honestly he helps drive them. It's kind of like Peyton Manning a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like you down by like 30, but it's like Peyton Manning, like, bro, like just give me the ball, bam.
Let's do it.
Touchdown, like another one. Pump fake, what? Touchdown. It's like bro, like, you need that one person that can just inspire the whole team to do great things.
Exactly.
And I think that's what he's doing this year.
Facts. I think it's like, when it comes down to a guy like Lamar, he's such an influential player at this moment right now because he's transitioning how a quarterback is viewed, what to expect from a quarterback. You know, we're used to sliders and, you know, that's not a thing with him. Like, this man is full-blown running, and I think that's what kind of sets him apart. I definitely want to give him MVP, you know, just because of the basis of, like, who else is making that much of an impact, you know, on their team.
Russell Wilson, it was between them two, but they beat Russell Wilson. So it's like,
this man made Tom Brady bow down. That's enough, like, you know?
If they beat the 49ers,
yeah.
It's his, like.
That's sad, yeah. That at that point, it's understood because, yeah, the 49ers have had a phenomenal season. So, with that being said, these are going to be kind of the two best teams facing head-to-head.
Do you think it could be like a Super Bowl, you know, preview?
I mean, are in the same division or they separate?
I have no idea.
We'll have to do our research.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, y'all, when I tell you, I want to see good things for this young man. I just feel like for him to have got so overlooked, you know, it's kind of like, dang, it's like, you ain't got to be number one. You ain't got to be number two. This man was in the 30s.
No, I think it could be a Super Bowl preview.
Bet. So it is confirmed this could possibly be something that we're looking at in the beginning of next year as well for the Super Bowl. So stay tuned.
All right, y'all. So today we mainly want to talk about people who, you know, has that victim personality, that mentality, and just overall think is everybody else's fault. So you got any people?
Yes. So number one, let's name off Kalani. Because let's not forget what she did to Kyrie.
Bruh, that's so long ago. I'm not gonna lie, that broke me, bro. Like, that broke my heart.
It was like, what?
I was like, bro, Kyrie Irving was like, he's one of my favorite players. And I was like, bro, him and Kalani. I got put on to Kalani, and I was like, bro, Kalani nice, bro.
Whole time.
They were so cute together. And then I saw this BS with her and Party Next Door, and I was like, he gonna wear a Kyrie Irving jersey. I'm gonna have to find that. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Y'all see, he disappeared and he reappeared the other day. Y'all saw that.
Another example. A Boogie.
Bro, my God. Like, A Boogie, like, all right, for real. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna stop listening to A Boogie, but like, I'm gonna have to just like, that thing is him. He over here got songs like "Come Closer" with Queen, which we gonna get to a little bit later.
Right.
He got.
What a coincidence.
He got Jungle. He got DTB, like, talking about females doing him wrong, but he out here creeping. Not just creeping, bro. Like, not just creeping. Y'all gonna have to do y'all research. Oh my God, bro. Like, that tore me up when I really researched that.
That's what I'm saying.
People really out here claiming they just getting done wrong, and they the ones doing wrong.
Go ahead and read them off some of the definitions that we found.
Okay. So look. So they tend to manipulate or abuse others verbally or physically, but then blame it on the other person for provoking the abuse. They influence or control other people's sympathy to gain compassion or support. They form friendships or intimate relationships with those who disrespect, mistreat, or abuse them to convince themselves and the world of their unfortunate status. They tend to avoid taking responsibility for their life, instead blaming others for their mistreatment or unfortunate circumstances. And lastly, they think and talk a lot about how others take advantage of their kindness. Like, honestly, I feel like that's like most rappers.
Yeah.
To be real.
Narcissism.
Especially light-skinned rappers.
Cause Drake be always claiming like he hurting, and it's like,
hey, I ain't gonna lie,
you
Drake,
date a new girl.
Drake do be he do be getting wrong though. Like he do. But then again.
But I mean, like, okay, for example,
karma.
let's say even if we put the Rihanna example into it, wasn't you cool with Chris? Like how you gonna do this man like that? Like, the end of the day, it's just kind of like, yeah, that's kind of karma. Like, as much as I would love to feel sorry for Drake, it's like I don't.
Yeah, I mean, you got all the money in the world, bro. It's like, share the wealth, bro.
Queen be doing it too, though, cause like Queen, y'all know who Queen Naja is.
And Clarence, like,
it's like, how you gonna sit there and like? I'll say this: the only thing that's kind of weird is like how when she got with him, all of a sudden her family, it's like her family. She did.
You gotta start from the beginning though, with like Chris and Queen. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, like Chris and Queen was that thing a couple years ago.
Yeah, they were popular.
And then like there was just like stuff coming out that like Chris had been cheating and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, like
who wouldn't have believed it? You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't condone cheating or anything like that. But I was always team Chris. You know what I mean? Just because I saw the way he treated his son, CJ, and like to me, it's like Chris is a really good father. Like I don't care what y'all say, Chris is a really good father. He really loves his son, CJ. He'll do anything for him. And you know what I mean? I mean, like I'm not gonna say like you gonna cheat out like just cheating, but I feel like with dudes, it's like it's something that really has to happen for us to like really cheat. Like either it sound like we sound like a female, but it's like either like she's not there, you know what I mean? And it's like I need some attention now, so it's like let me go mess with Shawty real quick.
I see what you're saying.
Far as like we're getting like mentally abused or like she doesn't want me, some stuff like that. In my case, I feel like dudes would just leave. You know what I mean?
True.
Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like again, I don't condone cheating, but it's like at the end of the day, I feel like if a dude cheats, he still wants to be with his girl. It's just at that time he's just not getting the attention he needs, and vice versa. I mean, females can say that too. Like that's the main argument females make when they cheat.
True,
it's like,
true.
Oh, you wasn't there and stuff like that. But
I guess it's more like ours is more calculated because like we emotionally cheat versus y'all physically cheat.
Yeah, and it's like with dudes, like most, like I'll say like probably 85% of dudes, like if we cheat, it's not emotional. It's like it's not we love the other girl or anything like that. It's just she's just available.
Right. Versus us, it's like it's somebody that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
At least usually.
Like you either caught feelings, or it's like you already have feelings.
Right. You've opened up in some type of way.
Yeah. So like the other day we was talking about it, and she informed me that Queen has actually been cheating before Chris did.
Yes, I had to do some deep research on that, like really deep. And it's like basically it got so serious, y'all, to the point where like when this girl was like living in like Detroit or whatever, her mom, like she was dating some like drug dealing dude or whatever. Her mom's like truck or like SUV or whatever got like shot up. So it's like most people only know of the Queen like that lived in like I guess what was it like Texas or whatever when they lived down there, but it's like y'all gotta remember it's like these folks been had a life and like
and the stuff they put on like the media, like half the time that's really not that person.
Right.
To be real, they just putting out good stuff. You know?
Because it was a video where Clarence was just like, yeah, like something. Like I caught somebody's wife's eye, and I'm like, bro, that's like adultery. Like that's coveting. Well, I ain't gonna say it's coveting somebody's wife, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like that's not really a good thing. Like marriage is a serious bond. It's like heaven forbid him and her get married, and then she on to the next one again, and he looking salty.
And like honestly, my thing is like the reason why I say like Queen is really like playing that victim mentality because it's like she got big like what 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She got big because of that one song she made about Chris pretty much just cheating.
And it's like you're in a happy relationship now. Your music should be different.
Yeah, and it's like bro, like honestly, like
you making money off of being a victim. Yes. You know, and it's kind of green to me.
Chris low-key doing the same thing, but I feel like he like when I listen to him, like it's not really like the best music. That's not why I listen to him. Mm-hmm. I just listen to him because it's like I feel like he finally understand, and it's one of those things. It's like you don't know what you had to like to lose it.
Facts.
And I can honestly like really feel like I can really feel for him. But it's at the same time, like we said earlier, it's like you gotta communicate what you want. Like, do you really want a serious relationship? You gotta communicate that.
True.
Do you just want to have an open relationship? You gotta communicate that. It's like
Right, and it's like I think they try to make a family based off of a pregnancy. And it's like,
and it's like I feel like that's the worst thing. Cause I remember I have a friend, and like earlier in the year, like they had like a pregnancy scare, and like he was just thinking about like marrying her like right there, and I was trying to like sit him down and be like, hey bro, like to be real, that would not be like the best choice, because it's like you're making a decision on a child being born. Like what you should do instead is like be in his life, you know, be his dad first instead of trying to be his husband. Like you should be more worried about your child than your baby mama at the time, because you know people be acting up, people be acting strange when stuff happens. Like we can look at Lonzo Ball and his girlfriend Denise.
Right. I honestly thought they would have made it had they not had that kid.
I also feel like the reality TV show too.
Facts.
Because it's one of those things, and social media is one of those things where it's like people like provoke stuff. It's like she was on look, she planted a victim too. She on IG Live with Jello's ex-girlfriend. People, you know, like wink if Lonzo's a deadbeat dad. Like first of all, a deadbeat dad is somebody who's not in their child's life. Like Lonzo is obviously in his daughter's life. In
his daughter's life at the same time. We gotta remember, he is a professional basketball player. He can only to certain extents be around that baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I even saw where Denise was like, you're not ever around. It's like, sis, you knew this man was going to the NBA.
And y'all talked about it. Like, y'all talked about it, then you're going to complain later. It's like you reneging. It's like, bro, it's like, yeah, it's cool. Like, you only going to see the child, like, maybe, like, 2 hours a week.
Because she was thinking of the glitz and the glamour and all of the, like, you know, material things that come with being associated with an NBA player. But it's like, little did she realize, like, it's a big responsibility, and a baby is going to only stress you out more. Yeah. She could have been going and getting manicures and drinking, you know what I'm saying, wine, Starbucks and wine and, you know, just chilling all day, every day, had she not had to become a mother so early, because she tried to trap that man.
And I feel like a lot of, like, young players, football, basketball, soccer, whatever it is, it's like, you see it a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, my boy Saquon Barkley, like, same... I think they were like in the same draft class a little bit. Same around the same time, his girlfriend got pregnant. But the thing is, you don't hear about him and his girlfriend. Like they kind of like, I see them like being happy and stuff on social media, but it's like they don't have like any like media out there to be like, oh, they're having trouble. You know what I mean? Like they don't put their stuff out there. Whereas like with the Ball family, it's like they're making money off of the trouble. And it's one of those things. Is like some things you should honestly just keep private. Like for real. It's like you should protect that. It's like, how do you feel about, so I know like in middle school, like my generation, it's like, if I was dating somebody, I would put them in my bio, I would post pictures all the time, you know what I mean? That way I'm letting them know like, hey, this is my girl, I'm showing her off and stuff like that. But like, I just came to realize that, especially in high school, people are jealous. Like the whole thing with the Fizz and the Mario thing, it's like, people will see that and be like, dang, like she is bad, like, I want her the whole time. Yeah. You tagging your girl. Yeah. They go in the tag. They DM her. And you know what I mean? Like, you don't even know. And they,
yeah, that's facts. I ain't even gonna stunt. I am like, I'll put it like this. My Instagram, bro, I might maybe have all of like a handful of pictures of myself. So it's like, nah, that has to stay private, because I don't need nobody in my business knowing what I got going. Like,
and I feel like
what's mine is mine, and like y'all can be over here chilling, you know what I'm saying? But like as soon as you see what's mine, it's like you ain't even know this was hot chocolate till you seen it.
Yeah, till
you ain't even want it, right? So it's like, why would I sit a Chick-fil-A sandwich in front of you?
What is Popeyes?
Nah, for real.
But yeah, and it's like I feel like, cause like I said, I just came to find out, it's like people just want drama, and it's like, people may not even want like your significant other. They just want to split y'all up.
What sucks is if your significant other maybe feels like, for example, that's validation. Yeah. Like if I'm not seen on your social media, this ain't it.
Yeah, and it's like,
what?
Yeah,
like, it's doing too much.
I just feel like everything just comes with moderation. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I just feel like
time.
I feel like the mystery thing is like the best aspect. I remember what I used to do was like on Snapchat. Just buzzing myself. I just be like, you just be cuddled up, but it's like you take a photo of you, but you like, hey, like don't show like your whole face. You be like the hair.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
People be like, who is that? Who is that? Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. Okay.
Just have them guessing. You just like, don't worry about it. And like that's how you know when people is really out to get you. When they first one, like, who is that? And it's like, bro, I ain't talked to you in 3 months. Like,
okay, yeah,
you know
like
I mean? It's like sometimes you gotta.
People only worried about it when you like doing you.
Yeah, it's like, see, I'm the type of dude. If I see my friend, like if I see my friend, he talking to a new girl and he posts her, and if she is bad, like again, like I'm not gonna say I want her or anything like that. I'm gonna just be like, oh, I see you, bro. Like, I'm just. You
gotta give a different type of compliment.
Yeah. Totally.
Cause like, you. Okay, for example, like it was my homegirl, I'd be like, okay, sis, or like, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I totally.
All right, y'all. So to cap off the little discussion, how do you think that we as people can either combat others who have this mentality, or if we have the mentality ourselves and we see it, how do you think we can just nip that in the bud?
I think honestly it comes out the principle of, it's the golden rule. Treat people how you want to be treated. And that applies to everybody. Don't ever get beside yourself and feel like, you are a saint. I know I'm not. It's just one of those things. It's like I've developed a 20-second rule. So I tell myself all the time, take 20 seconds. If it doesn't matter after that, let it go.
I think for myself, I think the way to combat it is like you be telling me all the time, it's like you have to know like the aura, the vibe of that person before you can fully
go with your instinct.
Yeah, so it's like if you notice there's something off about them, then it's like I'm not gonna say
vibes.
Like, I'm not gonna say like just cut them off, but it's like keep an eye on
keep a distance. Yeah, keep a distant eye.
And then like once you see that one thing where you just like I don't mess with it, that's where you cut them off.
Facts.
And then I feel like if you feel like you're that type of person, it's one of those things. It's like again, you gotta step back and just analyze yourself, and like how we were saying how hurt people.
Yes.
It just go back to that principle. It's like there's something inside of you, inside of all of us, that's still hurting us, that's making us feel like we're the victim of everybody. Because I'm not gonna lie, we all have a victim mentality. It's just some has more than others.
True.
So again, just to repeat it, we need to step back and look what is hurting us and just heal from it. Just talk to somebody you feel close with, your parents, your brother, your sister, your daddy, your mother, your uncle, granddaddy, whatever.
Everybody.
Just talk to them about it, and hopefully that will be able to be enough. And if that's not enough, get professional help. There's a whole bunch of people you can call, text, email, or just talk to in person that will help you out and just guide you step by step.
Right. And don't ever forget, everybody's on their own journey. So, if you ever want to ask somebody, hey, how do I come off, or anything like that, also remember to be open to that criticism. Yeah,
I think honestly what we should do is we should like open something up where if anybody watching right now feel like they're going through something, because the other day at work we found out somebody committed suicide.
Yes.
And so I think in order for us to be better people, we need people who is going to reach out and be that big brother, that big sister. So we going to look into doing something for y'all. If y'all, want us to be able to, reach out to y'all and help y'all in any type of way we can, we'll be able to do that for y'all soon.
Yep.
Also, another announcement on the giveaway on the Beats, the AirPods or whatever. Right now we're getting that situation. We're getting that situated. We're going to be announcing the winners pretty soon.
Super soon.
We have a first prize, second,
and we have a third prize.
So just to break it down, the first is going to be the Power Beats Pro. The second is going to be the Raycons, and what's the third?
Third is going to be a what we would call balling on a budget version, but they are booming. So just wait on that.
So if it's not too late to enter. If y'all want to enter, this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to comment down below. I've seen people say the reason why they want them, so comment why you want them. I guess comment your Instagram. But the key thing is we need y'all to like and also follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
That way, you know, we can actually see y'all been watching it.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
And hit the notification bell.
Oh, yeah. And again, we will be announcing soon.
Very soon.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.